So, Mr. Archer, can I just say that your writing has transcended generations? I grew up reading your books as a teenager. My all-time favorite was Cain and Abel. And, when my daughter sort of grew out of reading Nancy Drew and, Hardy Boys, the first book I recommended to her was Cain and Abel. So it's like it's transcending generations. So would love to know what sparks or motivates you to write.
I was a member of Parliament, Veena, and I was politics was the career I wanted to follow. In fact, I'd entered the House of Commons at the age of 29, and I made a very foolish investment in a company called Aquablast. And I invested all I had and was even more stupid. I borrowed more money because the Bank of Boston had told me that it couldn't fail. And I was naive enough in those days to think that if a bank vice president told you something, they didn't do it without a great deal of thought. And I lost everything. And I left the House of Commons after 5 very happy years at the age of 34 and sat down and wrote my first book, and Not a Penny More, Not a Penny Less, the story of 4 young men who between them lose everything and steal it back. But they're not allowed to go over the top because that would be stealing. They're only allowed to take back from Mr. Big exactly what he stole from them. And that had a propitious start, Veena. 16 publishers turned it down. The 17th publisher managed to just about buy it for £3,000, and it only sold 3,000 copies. So it wasn't exactly a great start. But as you quite rightly point out, the big breakthrough was Cain and Abel. That sold 1 million in the first week. I'm told by the Times of India that 100 million people in India have read Cain and Abel. So that did change my whole life, and it's been a thrilling career as a writer and a great privilege, and a great deal of that success and happiness has come through the Indian people.